Okay. So welcome back to the second episode of the 97% Optimized podcast. We're joined by Bagsy,
Hello.
Fleur,
Hey, friendo.
myself, Tom. We've got special guests Firerim and
No,
Wings
Firerim is not a special guest. Firerim's just an extra.
okay, he's an extra, and then we've as our special guest we have Wings of Oblivion's bitch boy, TechnoGamer 2.
Nailed it.
Hello.
There we go.
Right.
Yeah, bro.
So
Epic intro right there.
the first topic is the Zombies World Records website. Well, not really website, but they've been remaking already made
Yeah.
world record montages. What is your guys' opinion on that?
Well, Wings of Oblivion has been paying TechnoGamer 2 right here money to
how much, by
put
the
a
way?
couple clips together and put an intro on it. And put
Techno.
as we
How much do
Yeah.
you get paid, like, per montage?
It's not per month, just like per month or
give us the
something.
statistics.
Yeah, just give us
It's like I'm gonna say like it's more than 200.
Per montage?
no per month.
200 per
No,
month?
I think it's like 200.
Not per
Like,
month, just per month.
it's like 200 pyramid coins or whatever the fuck.
Right, so to be fair, I think we're all in agreement that everyone here would do that. I
Oh,
don't
of
think
course.
I don't think there's any
To
debate
explain
there.
the situation, so ZWR,
They're
the
trying to be
Zombies
professional.
World Record website, is paying TechnoGamer _2 to recreate the
It's
montages.
actually TechnoGamer 2.
And he's actually recreating montages that already exist. Example, 5 TTS. TTS already has a montage for his game, and Wings, or the owner of ZWR, paid TechnoGamer to recreate that montage and slap it on ZWR.
It's actually Emilio Pen.
You have to use recreate to really like, vague. Like you can't say recreate when you just put a couple of clips together and slap song on top of it and put his like fair use notice at the start so he doesn't get copyrighted. That's like
Well, I
as it-
mean,
Like
it's-
basically, I'm just editing. Like I don't control what I'm like editing. It's just do this montage for this game and get all his Twitch clips and just put it in a montage. Like I don't say what I'm gonna edit. I just do whatever he wants me to.
I could do
so-
the shit better for free. It's not.
Yeah, but why would I do it for free? Like it's a lot of work. Like
The
what-
Egyptians have 1945 technology, so I don't blame you.
I mean, to be fair enough to him because he's getting paid.
I mean, he's getting paid
Yeah,
for
fair
enough.
enough.
I mean, like, nothing
what
against
do
it,
we
but
think the quality of these montages is?
it's hilarious that
You're not
Wings
dead.
could pay probably the same price to get someone to make it better.
Yeah, you probably could.
But that's just Wings being stupid.
So
Like
what's-
that's something against.
I don't see how this
What does
ties
everyone
in.
think about the quality of these montages? Like,
Well, they're not good. Like I can't say that because I make way better montages for like other people and stuff. And well, basically the main reason for that is I basically have to use non-copyright songs. And most of the games, like a lot of the games I make montages for, they don't have full gameplay. Sometimes they like
Sounds
they
like
begin
modding.
they begin the like the gameplay after instas like.
That sounds a little. That sounds like modding.
I mean, if you're getting paid to make like 2 or 3 montages a week, they're obviously not going to be like top quality.
I'm
so how long
Yeah,
did what's the like the production of these montages?
it takes about
like?
10 minutes.
it basically takes me like just recording the clips from Twitch gameplay and downloading clips from his Twitch clips, and but like I started doing clip syncing and stuff with the music on the last montage I made. Well, it's not yet uploaded, but I don't know when it's gonna be uploaded.
Sure.
So how much time does it take to put out one of these montages?
Basically the bad ones used to take me like 2 to 3 hours, but
Excuse
the
me,
one-
what?
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ, that half an hour?
It's hard to find clips. What?
So where does the majority of the time in terms of making these montages? Is it just
Just finding the clips. Yeah, finding good clips.
So when you get all the clips, how long does it take to actually like edit it?
I'd say like 40 minutes.
Fair enough.
That's
I
pretty
mean, does
quick.
that include putting these shitty fair use notice at the start?
Well, it has preset transitions. We've already established that.
I already typed it like in Photoshop.
Zombie World
and I
Record
have it as
presents.
saved this PNG, so I just add the PNG at the beginning of each montage.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm actually pretty sure. Like, I was in TTS's stream, and I talked to him about.
He wasn't happy
the
about it.
montage. Like, he was like ripping it to shreds.
To be fair, is
But
TTS
he
ever
was
happy about anything?
And he was talking about the ethics of the montage, and he said it was not
Ethics.
fair use. What do you think about that? Do you think it's fair use?
I mean,
It was not
like
fair
for that
use.
montage, I only used his Twitch clips, so I didn't take anything from his like main YouTube video.
Like, fair use
But
is
do we?
you can take
Fair
gameplay, you can take someone else's footage, and you can turn it into something. Like, you have to add something.
Yeah,
to it.
yeah, that's what fair
Like,
use is.
It's not like he's literally just getting a 10-minute clip that's in a row and slapping it on YouTube, not
Yeah.
edited. So it is fair use.
Well, again, like I'm only editing, so like even if it's not fair use, like I don't know, it's basically
I mean,
his
by
channel. So
definition-
if it gets copyrighted, it's like it's not my.
Them wings doesn't
Well,
pay your salary.
At least Techno's montage, they can give me an epileptic fit. So there's that. It's nothing against Gash. It's just there's too much fucking flashing lights.
Too much flashing light.
I mean, there just was. And
So,
Okay,
I
so-
mean,
No,
I think
go
we
on.
can all agree that. Oh my. I think we can all agree that the montage is fair use.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't it just? I mean, he's only taking like a few second clips and actually transforming the content. He's not just like stealing the clips and like uploading like hours of his fucking game. I mean, he's recreating the content.
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's understandable
So-
why Wings is doing it. It's actually a smart move for him to do.
Well, yeah. It'll make money.
Because then someone goes to the site, oh, there's the YouTube channel. Here's different world records.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
It's a
think
smart thing for him to do.
Do you think it should be the fact that he's like making a montage of every game, even games from like years ago? Do you still think that should be a thing?
What you mean?
Uh,
What?
I mean, it would be nice to do like throwback montages or something, like of a game
I
from
don't,
like
I don't think he's doing any throwback
Yeah.
montages.
No, he has the Knocked 1558 premiering, I think, some point today.
Yeah,
Oh
but
yeah,
isn't that the
there were
world record?
montages that are not uploaded yet, like that I edited, but I just did that like the last few days. So
Why do you do
Is there a
premieres? by the
Shino
way?
Numa 202 one?
oh what? I didn't do this, yet.
Oh, so there is gonna be
Yeah.
one.
Probably. I don't know where I'm gonna get the gameplay from. It's just like starts at around 180 or something. The gameplay, I don't know.
You still
Well,
got
I mean, let's
Tactile. Okay, now I understand why Tactile takes 3 hours to get the clips. Because there is gameplay of Flair's game. And you can get it. It's easy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm pretty
well-
sure that we already established that getting the clips was what took the most time.
Yeah, and you understand why it takes that long. 'cause
Yeah.
the clips are
The
there.
only person that didn't understand that was you.
No, but like Flair, you've literally gave out the link.
Huh?
You've given out the link to your gameplay, have you not?
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
like-
So like Tactile doesn't know that. So clearly other people have gameplay out.
well, no, he made it before I even had a chance to even link.
But
all
he's
the
saying
gameplay.
like if he was to make a montage for it now, he couldn't.
Oh yeah, he made the montage before I even
Yeah.
you know had the full
Oh, the
gameplay. But I
footage.
mean, let's talk about the quality of the montage. That's like the main thing I want to talk about. I mean,
There's no editing.
Tom has been pretty critical of these montages, and myself, I mean, I've like gone through the montages. I mean, these montages, personally,
I know.
think
Well,
are, like,
I know they're bad. Like before I even like before they got uploaded, I knew they're bad because it's literally just round switches, pretty much.
I mean, like,
yeah, like the TTS one, it was just like a back-to-back-to-back like round switch, like 3 round switches in a row, and I'm like, what? I
I
mean,
mean, better montage on fucking
you know,
Share Factory
what's going
PS4.
on? Could you not find the clips for these
Tom does love to tell me about his
But
PS4 share factory.
Yeah, I could.
The Rise
I
of
could-
Jack montage.
And like basically, if I was gonna reuse the same clips from his montage, it would be the identical montage.
You
There
should.
was
Yeah, and
that-
apparently you used the clip from a different version of his game, like a different game that's not.
Whoa.
Mr. 21.
Whoa!
I don't know
That's what TTS said in his.
That's
stream.
unacceptable.
them. I didn't even realize
TTS
that.
could take legal action against Wings.
But it's not even that. Like, I mean, the round transitions, like that, kind of like deads the fucking montage. It kills the fucking flow. Like, no one wants to watch round transitions. Also, at the beginning, like the beginning of the montage, literally is just like seeing fucking monkeys and ray gun come out the box in like round 1. I don't think anyone really wants to watch fucking round 1. Oh, it's fucking packing the ray gun. Ooh, it's getting really fucking intense. Personally, I think that's kind of like dog shit.
Well, what would you put in a montage then?
Just pure clips.
All.
There are not any. There are like I can't find any. It's
That's
just
Well, then no
Yeah.
gameplay. Then the game.
it's gonna be like 1 minute montage or something if I only include clips. Like it's pretty much impossible.
What, can you like go under his clips tab?
Well, they're not that much. Again, it wouldn't complete like more than a minute. All his
TTS
clips.
for life. I'm gonna go.
Could have to record.
The only
cinematics.
the only montage that was basically pure clips was yours. Because
Wait,
I
it-
only used your clips.
I mean,
From-
the montage you made for Fleur was dog shit. He started talking about the Fortnite World Cup for fuck's sake in the middle of it.
Yeah, that was like.
To be fair, Tom, that
what
was
were
your
you
fault.
doing?
Well,
I
It
mean,
wasn't my
actually,
fault
I
to
think
do
my
that.
montage was actually like alright. Like I thought it was like decent.
I like
But then,
the.
like at the end, it just like was like, what the fuck? This isn't even like a. This is just like trying to make me look bad, not a fucking world record montage. It's like, what the fuck is this? This is like so
Cacto.
random.
But it's not my call to put like the last clips. It wasn't me.
Techno, I've got a question for you. Why is the 255 Ascension world record not the first 255?
I don't know. This was the most one I put.
That's like.
Like I found the gameplay of. I don't know. I just like get a random 255 and just.
But that's not really how it works. I mean, the world record is the first person to get it.
Why don't you actually make the montage like forceful?
Like, first person to get
instead
it
of
was
just doing,
overtime.
And
a
like
general
yeah, for
255?
some montages, like some people told me to like not make a montage of their games, and like they're actually like some of my friends, so I just decided to not
I
make
mean,
it. And
Fleur seemed pretty against getting a montage made for him.
yeah, but
And
like, no
then
one
you
told me.
fucking put that shit in the montage.
Yeah, like, that's.
Well, I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
we've
again,
already
it's not
established
my
that it's
fault,
like it's like slave labor, right? Like, Wings has pretty much got a gun to his fucking head. Like,
Well, I mean, he is black, so it works.
all right, well, that's. Just
I mean, it's not like you
amazing.
couldn't deny, like, oh, I'm not gonna put this shit in. This is just fucking stupid.
Right, but then you don't get
and,
paid.
and I mean,
True.
honestly, like, I don't really care that much. But what is it? It makes the site look fucking bad because some people
It
are like,
does.
what the fuck? What is that doing in the fucking montage? Why
Imagine
is
if
that
like,
just,
if like man like Mr. Johnny like 225 whatever his name is wants to just watch some 246 degrees and he hears about
Yeah.
Fortnite.
Johnny
World Cup.
J 25.
Like, is that his name?
Yeah.
Rufflecopter.
Mr. Ruffle Waffles. What? Right, you fucking bitch.
Yeah, if my boy fucking Nick Sara wants to watch some 246 and then he just sees like.
No,
why
no,
they
no,
talk
hey,
about Fortnite
leave Nick
World
Sorry
Cup?
until later.
Oh yeah, Nick Sarah is the topic. For
Nick
later.
Sorry's got its own topic later on.
By the way, I'm gonna put that in the video. That picture you just sent. Okay,
But, you know, fucking all these like people that don't really know that much about zombies see this shit. Kind of just makes the website look fucking.
Yeah,
dog
yeah.
shit,
This
honestly.
this ties into like ZWR community reputation.
I mean-
ZWR in the community, in the high round community itself. Man, the reputation of that website is so dog shit. Like
Yeah.
no high round player takes it seriously.
If you
I
look
mean,
on the site,
personally, it's a challenge website for me. Like for me, I see it as a challenge website.
it's more for the casual player.
It is. It's more just
Because-
for like, okay, the casual player. Because I mean, even the rule sets are completely fucking different from what the high round rule sets are like. And when you see these like ZWR Twitter polls that are obviously trolls, but fucking casual,
and then
is
they
like,
get deleted. They get deleted when what Wings wants to win doesn't win, and they get deleted and they get put up 2 days later.
But when you see this shit, like when you see these fucking polls that are like completely fucking like retard, like just the most retarded polls, like, oh, 245 is fucking modded. I mean, in terms of the high round community, like BR1 high round community, I mean, it's considered legit. And like all the spreadsheets and everything, and all the players will be like, oh yeah, 246, yeah, that's a legitimate round. But ZWR just trolling is like, oh, it's not legit, and just painting the picture that the game is modded. And then there's like the high round player, it starts like a conflict between high round players and actual the website and the high round players, and it just makes the website look fucking bad because it's like you're just tainting the picture. Like when, let's say a casual is like, okay, I'm looking at ZWR, and then you see like these community opinions about Wings. That's like, oh, Wings is like a fucking dog shit person. It just makes the website look bad.
Yeah. But sadly, it's probably like the best form of leaderboards there is.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because it's not like TTS's
the
spreadsheet's gonna take over.
It's some shitty fucking spreadsheet that you can't even find.
Wasn't there
unless you're, like, really
there was a
looking for it.
zombierecords.org for like BR3, wasn't there?
Was there not like a zombie records that had a picture of anus on it?
No, that was like Zombie World Records.
Oh, right, okay.
It was an IP grabber.
But I mean, the reputation of ZWR, like even like all these EE players, like I'm pretty sure they have like contact with like Oxygen or whatever, and Wings does not have a good standing with these like EE players.
Yeah, like
So,
Greg at PS hates him.
yeah,
But-
like all these YouTubers or higher ups hate this, and they hate the site and Wings, and they kind of like control the. They're like they're the big YouTubers. They can kind of control public
Right, if you
opinion.
you're not gonna throw your audience to somewhere where you don't like how it's
Yes,
working.
so the high round community gets less exposure because someone like Wings is running the website, and Wings does not have good PR.
But has anyone ever run the site like well?
I mean, remember when
Yeah,
Wings?
but no. That's such a shitty argument. People are like, oh, nobody else has ran the site well. And it's like, oh, wow. It's literally like, okay, I just put shit on the fucking floor. And then I'm comparing it to... And no, let's say somebody walks in your house, they've got muddy boots, and then they like walk inside the fucking house with muddy boots, and they're like, oh, at least I didn't put shit on the floor. It's like...
Yeah, but
what?
why
Are you
can't
fucking
why
retarded?
can't someone run this site who like?
They can. It's just look at the people that were trying to run it. They
Yeah,
were
but, like,
shit.
I mean,
Well,
you had a modder who was also maybe a terrorist, and then you had a hit grandma who lived in a caravan, and now
Yeah,
we've
but wasn't
got Mr.
someone
Penn.
like putting records on before like? I don't actually.
Before
I don't know
what?
much about like. I swear there was like some shit that like happened with.
No, they would,
syphilis or
yeah, they would just
I
put
don't know.
modded records on.
Yeah, right, okay. I don't know
Hmm.
exactly too much about that. I don't know. There needs to be like an owner of the site to actually like.
I mean, remember when Wink said that Kebab was gonna like make all the decisions, and then Kebab
Oh,
just
yeah.
disappeared?
Kebab. I feel bad for that guy.
Maybe Wink shot him.
I actually like Kebab. Like Kebab's like a normal human,
Yeah.
but Wings is kind of like indirectly or directly himself halting the exposure of the high round community. Like,
Right, like you
no
don't
one's
do.
gonna put,
You don't put a lot of traffic towards your website when you say that the guy who runs DWC's wife is a slug.
yeah, like, it's like nobody even wants to like work with you or anything to promote high
Well, I mean,
round.
CEO Mix is the one like controlling ZR.
And
like, doing.
not only that, the high round players don't even consider ZWR. Like, if any of like, let's say any of these players get into contact with a high round, you know, like high round player, like none of these high round players really take ZWR seriously. None of them.
I mean,
Like,
there's
I
not
don't
even
take it
anyone who
seriously.
actually like plays BO1 who's on stuff.
Yeah.
Like
no,
Gaming
Anyone with a
Ghost,
brain takes
Gaming
you on.
Ghost literally hasn't done anything on BO1. Like I've not even seen him on 50.
yeah.
Ooh.
Thing is, only got like a few hundreds or even just one.
Mm.
And he probably doesn't know as much about the game as someone like Phoenix, Slayer, Globox. His understanding of the game is probably lower, and even if you only have one person, that's
You gotta
just like
PC.
one perspective. You don't have. There's like a lot of people that have like varying perspectives of the game. Like someone like TTS has a varying perspective to someone like me, or someone like Phoenix versus someone like I don't know, Spirit. Like they have completely different perspectives of the game. There's like no representation whatsoever. So most of the staff is just like casual EE or
Axel
just
Berlin.
different sort of players.
Axel Berlin, not a
Yeah, like
Jiwasu guy.
and that's what makes the staff look bad, because it's like these staff, the staff of the website should know about the high round games, but EXO Berlin had no idea who I was or anything
Axel
about
Berlin
the
was
fucking
wondering
game.
how he got PhD on the race.
Like he had like no idea about anything to do with the game.
My
I'm not
experience,
saying that's his fault, but I'm saying none of the staff have like no
think-
staff even like told him or anything.
the new staff seem to be like, or like the staff now seem to be like BO3, BO4. That's what they know.
I mean, they're still
No,
like, they're
it's just
a bit
challenge
better than
players,
like the last one, but
players,
still.
or just some people that have like more casual players. There's no like hardcore players on ZWR.
Because I don't even know most of them. I know like EXO,
Yeah,
TechnoGamer Ghost, and that's about it, and like Zeomix.
Yeah,
That's the only
that's-
people I know and stuff.
Oh,
and
some random
Zeomix is
people.
like a pretty good representation of like what first room community.
First room,
There's
yeah.
no one even there for high rounds
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
or for BL1 high rounds.
I mean, they made a big mistake getting rid of Tom. They definitely
Darrison, the owner. Oh. Nanikos. Oh, he's a developer.
I don't know. the fuck that
Oh, okay, yeah, the site's reputation is just, they've got Crane on the staff. Fucking Crane. Like, I
Crane.
don't even know the names of many of these people, apart from Maxi, Techno, Gaming Ghost,
is. I don't even know.
Axel
who that is.
Berlin, Crane,
I don't even
Zeomix.
know half of them names.
Yeah, man.
Bro, like who the fuck is Fort? Nick.
BO4 player.
Oh, he had like
Most of
a
the staffs are like BL4 players or EE players or fucking challenge players. None of them
Like-
are BL1, BO2 high round hardcore players.
Look at the Discord, that's the name of everyone in
Yeah.
Stab. Like,
But,
you can't even name like a quarter of them.
I literally know like, I don't know, like an eighth of them.
Yeah.
I wonder if we can contact Darcy. What,
So
send
I
me his
feel like-
email.
I mean, back to the topic. I just feel like ZWR is like not really for the fucking community.
Yeah.
It's halting the progress of the community. I
Mhm.
mean, oh god.
It's like Wings is a troll and then he tries to be serious with a website, but like,
Playfan got kicked off staff like
Why?
while Firefly was there.
Shut
Like
up,
Playfan
really?
hasn't been staff for like 2 years now.
that's living it.
Playfan got kicked off. He left staff with John Cena because he didn't get paid.
Wait, staff get paid?
They
They
do
don't.
now.
I get Wings pays whoever gets like the most submissions in a month or something.
What the fuck? Oh my god, he's
So
not
they're
even like
competing for pay?
paying.
Like what?
So basically,
This is just
basically everyone.
voluntary work.
It is voluntary work.
Oh my word.
They're kind of like gladiators.
But that's like a really bad way to do it, because someone could just accept every record and like not look.
Right,
so
like
fast.
you did,
I
and
wanna
then you got
quit.
kicked on the second day.
Well, no, because I just went on the BO4. I didn't even know what purist meant, so I accepted like 10 records and they're all wrong.
Here, so I have a question. So obviously it's like seeing that like multiple people can review one thing. So like take this for example.
They
Like
can't actually.
Sam and I.
They can't, if
Yeah.
you click on it, then you can't.
Well, here's what happened. So basically, so I submitted the 50 co-op speed run, right? Okay, so what happened is the first person that submitted it counted the time that I had on my screen, which didn't include you coming down the lander, which is technically part of their rules or whatever, right?
Mhm.
So that's what the original time was on
Sorry,
it.
but Doncaster mate said if your timer isn't at 12 seconds at the bottom of the lander, then you faked your times.
Well,
Wait,
my
wait,
point
wait, wait.
is that like a day later they went back and changed the time, even though.
You're supposed to start your timer the second the map appears on your screen.
Yes, I understand. You're
Wait, is it?
completely missing
I
it.
do it when I can move.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. That was
Yeah.
kind of.
Nah, nah, or you
move.
did the
You can't
alpha
move
way
on
until you
the-
killed the first zombie.
How's my decision making bad when my fucking, what'd you call it? I thought I walked into the nuke and I didn't. It's not my decision making, it's just that my execution was bad. Nothing to do with my
Got the
decision.
decision
I was
making,
gonna
but not
walk
the
into the bomb,
execution.
but I didn't. That's about it. Can you not even determine what decision making and execution is? Can you not tell the difference? Because that's the sign of a bad player. But what did I put you on my tier list actually, trash can? G tier player, yeah. GG, bro. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
GG,
Alright,
bro.
back to the topic. Sorry, I wasn't listening.
I don't even know what's next. Are we still talking about
Well,
reputation?
actually, I can take this topic to somewhere else, but
Yeah, go on then.
I mean, the community is being halted in its growth. I mean, that's one of the ways. I mean, Wings is a no-no. I mean, I already said this, but he's halting the progress. I mean, no one wants to work with ZWR, and then high round's not getting the exposure that they want. I mean, if you see the views of like high round montages like TTS's, I mean, the high round exposure has just gone down so much versus what it used to be. Like, it's way fucking smaller. I feel like it's only one, I mean, that's only one reason, but I feel like another, and this is the new topic I want to talk about, is the content for the high round community is so dog shit, right? I mean, what content is there for high rounds? What, a
There needs to be
montage?
gauntlets. Monthly gauntlets.
Whoa, let me get onto this. But
Oh,
the
God.
content for high rounds is so lacking. Like, all we have for YouTube side is montages that come out once every like a while. Like,
Once every 3 days by the looks of it now.
But,
3 times per day by Zombies World Records.
I mean, like, actual world records that are like coming out. I mean, barely any montages, and that's like the only content that the high round community even makes. And then on Twitch we have like what streams, but half of the streams are like, oh wow, I'm just restarting. I'm just casual, bro. Not that serious. You've got your mic off, just like no one even fucking talking. Just the most brain dead fucking content. No one really wants to fucking watch. Like, no one wants to watch somebody fucking restarting with their mic off, not even talking to anyone. There's barely any people that talk with the mic. So,
What's your opinion about people who put their chat in sub-only mode to track the drop cycle?
oh, okay. We already talked about this in the first podcast. It's the most retarded shit.
Or did we? I don't remember.
The content is like, if you compare like other communities like speedrunning, I mean, people say like, oh, BO1's dead because it's an old game. Well, people are fucking speedrunning Mario Bros, and the only reason why it's being kept alive is because of the fucking community. It's nothing to do with,
kicked Tony
oh,
from
it's
here.
a dead
Well, I
game.
mean, that's
you
the
know,
only
like-
reason BL1's kept alive, to be fair.
Yeah, but it could be, I mean, it's on fucking community life support. It could be
Yeah.
way more thriving. And if you like look at the difference, I mean, something like the Mario Bros community versus something like the BL1 community is that they have way more content versus the content we have. Our content is so lacking, so we have no fucking exposure.
There's no way 10 years from now anyone will be here.
Whereas Mario Bros came out in like what fucking 1980s.
Yeah, but like,
Well, I mean, people will always play
People play-
BL1, but the community will continue to, like, get even shit.
it'll die even more. Cause I mean, what does
Even
anyone
more.
gain from this community? Like, the community is very small.
Well, I don't know about why does it matter what people gain. People
Yeah, but like,
are here because they enjoy playing the game.
yeah, but surely everyone is going to get bored of it. Like, there's no way 10
Right, but
years
new
from now
people
everyone's
come
gonna be
in.
37
Yeah.
and be playing zombies.
Right, but people still come in.
Apart
That's
from
how
Dave.
communities
but-
works. Like people, like even like Super Mario, like there's been new people coming into that all the time. Like,
Yeah, but when is it like time to like do something fucking like better. Like
what?
surely everyone will get bored of it eventually.
Well, I mean, that's already happened.
You
Because
have such a retarded perspective.
You
of
have
looking-
generations of players.
Yeah.
Like Space Marine doesn't play nowadays because it's the exact situation that you just described.
But you sound like
I didn't play
like...
when Space Marine was playing. So
It's a different generation. Of
exactly.
players. And the problem with the zombies is that each generation is getting smaller because there's like no one really knows that much about. This is like an in the dark community. Like this is like such an underground community. Like barely anyone knows about it, and it's because there's like no content, no exposure for the high realm community. And one of the reasons is that our content fucking sucks dick. There's like no content for this game on YouTube. Like no one uploads like BO1 fucking highlights or anything like that. It's
BO1 one box challenge.
Big Up Boys Funny Moments Part 3.
Like there's nothing like that for the community. The community is completely like
Dead.
just in the like it's a completely
I wouldn't
like
say it's
underground
dead.
community.
To be fair, like the Easter egg side of the community is probably like that thing's dead. Like
Well,
no
for
one. Even,
BO1
like,
that
uploads
doesn't even
zombies.
exist.
Yeah, but like.
Okay, what if someone came out and actually made highlights for streams on BO1 and 2
Well, I
and
mean,
3?
I don't think I'd really go anywhere.
like-
Still wouldn't do shit.
Well, yeah, but like we would have some people saying, "Oh, fucking, I don't want my gameplay, bro, on your channel. I'm just gonna copy strike you."
No,
Like,
but the thing is, like,
Well,
people would have to
the
do it
person,
themselves.
Like this is not about like random people making highlights. It's like let's say someone like Oxygen makes highlights for himself on his own YouTube channel.
That's what we're
or other
describing.
content to do with the game, not just random people. I'm not talking about fucking ZWR making montages for people.
ZWR funny moment.
That's like nothing. Like I'm talking about actual community personality. There's like no personality in the fucking community that's making actual content on their YouTube or actually having good Twitch streams on zombies. I mean, there's some people like look at fucking Phoenix. He gets so many fucking viewers. What happens if he made like actual YouTube content often?
Yeah.
Maybe you could get
still
more,
be-
actually
still
put
get the-
more exposure to the fucking community.
yeah.
And it's not like ZWR where like YouTube community, like the other zombies community doesn't want to work with like ZWR, but like with Phoenix, like they don't really have anything against him. Like Phoenix isn't bad for the community.
Yeah, and he's a personality. That's the difference. ZWR is just, you know, it's not a personality channel. It's just random, you know, like
Yeah.
a random guy making montages for people. That's not really a personality. People need,
No,
like, a
he doesn't
personality
even want to
to
make
respond
sometimes,
to.
we found out.
Hold on, let me read the chat. How you get daily highlights from random Twitch streamers for a game community.
Just like any community else.
Yeah.
No one makes content for this game. Like nobody. No content for this game whatsoever. So
You get some
our
of montage.
exposure is so limited. So when people say, "Oh, zombies is dying," and they list stuff like, "Oh, it's because the new game is doing bad." Well, I mean, you can list examples of like X community doing well, even though their game was released way before our game. And it's because why are they doing better? It's because they actually have content for their community. We have no content, so our exposure is limited.
There's literally no way that any new people can come in. Like, I don't understand how
Exactly.
someone's gonna find the community. Like,
No
the
one can
reason
find
I
this
found
community.
zombies was because of a BO3 player with like a few thousand viewers. You don't get that anymore. I wouldn't even heard about the community at all.
Exactly. Like I hear a lot
gone.
of people say like, "Oh, I found the community because of Gamer O'Neill." I mean, Gamer O'Neill is like
Fucking pedo.
he actually has good Twitch content. I mean, when he plays, you know, he's got mic on.
When he talks
he
to
actually
Moab, he
talks
has
to
really
his
good
chat.
content.
Huh?
When he talks to Moab, he has really good content.
We seen that Origins game.
CWR.
But the content for this game is lacking. So I feel like one of the reasons why Zombies is kind of dying or on fucking life support is because the content. And another reason, I mean, the reason that we were
And
talking
it's
about
run by
before
Wings,
is
but-
Wings owning like one of the main things of the community, which is the leaderboards. How you actually can gauge how good a player is and like what their rounds are and shit like that. He's in control of that, and nobody wants to associate themselves with Wings. The high round players for each respective game, they don't want to they don't really care about. I mean, I'll associate with Wings, but someone like Acid, I mean, was anyone in the Discord pool with Acid
Yeah.
where it was like, I wouldn't talk to Wings? It's because the guy's rep is so bad in the community.
Yeah, like
that
Acid didn't
a lot-
even know anything about him. He just knows that he's hated, so like Acid won't
Yeah.
talk to him.
That's not very good.
Yeah, and ZWR has always been like kind of like the face of the community. Like it's like the one website, and it has no competition.
Yeah.
It's a monopoly.
Apart from
Not a good
TTS
one.
spreadsheet.
Well, that's not
That's
a
not
website,
competition.
retard.
though.
That's not a website.
True.
So that's like 2 reasons why the community is like
Wings is holding
fucking
the community hostage.
stagnating and fucking dying. Is because, I mean, the content is bad. The website, which is like the face of the community, is fucking bad.
I mean, if you actually like watch Twitch though, like obviously it's not gonna attract new people, but for like people in the community, some of the content is alright. Like,
Well, no, everyone
like
has
no,
like
like
3 years.
Flair's stream is like actually like enjoyable to watch. Like,
Oh, there's only a couple
Because I
people
actually
like
get
that
on the
though.
mic.
yeah,
There's a couple people like that only.
yeah, I know.
There's barely anyone that fucking streams with mic on. Like they only stream on Twitch for the sake of restreaming their game
Yeah.
and shit. It's not like, oh, I'm actually like a fucking personality. Like
Yeah,
no
most
one will
people don't
fucking
give a
relate
fuck
to
about
me.
that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not. It's not about them giving a fuck. It's that our
Yeah.
content fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that they have to fucking make good content. I'm just saying that content fucking sucks. And I'm sorry, but nobody wants to watch some mindless guy typing in chat for their fucking commands and shit. And, sorry, that's not like, wow, I really want to watch. I mean,
I'm
if
very
you look at
serious.
like other scenes that, let's say, like a speedrunning scene, you know, Dark Souls is like, if you look at the Steam numbers and shit, it doesn't get that many players or anything. But like,
Yeah.
if you see some of the Dark Souls players, you know, their actual personalities, they look at their chat, they talk to people, they make active content, and Dark Souls is like pretty fucking dead. Yet he gets a lot of viewers despite the game being dead. I mean, the game was released in fucking 2011. The
Yeah.
game's fucking dead in terms of Steam numbers.
Well, BO1 was
Well, I
released
mean, the
in
content,
2010.
the content thing, and like the community kind of ties into like the trolls / toxic people.
There's no such
Like-
fucking thing as trolls and toxic.
Okay.
Well, that's like wrong in like 8 different ways.
Well, like you can't say it's the internet. You can't say
Wait,
All
hold
the
on, hold on. Wait. Gas said something about the previous thing. It's bad when people like Mr. Waffle Waffles and on the casual side of the YouTube Zombies community knows who Wings is and strongly dislike it. That's very bad.
Yeah.
basically Wings is giving the community a bad reputation.
Yeah, no,
No,
shit,
Literally what
it's
we've
not
been
giving
saying
the
this whole time.
well, it is giving the community a bad representation in a very condensed circle of people. What it is doing bad for the community is that it's not giving exposure. Because someone like Mr. Waffle Waffles is a zombies content creator. I mean, if the site was actually good, maybe he could promote it, you know? Actually promote the fucking site. But he doesn't want to fucking promote a site that's fucking that has wings on. Who fucking wants to do that shit?
Okay, yeah, so...
But
like,
yeah,
trolls and toxic people. Like, most of the community is really toxic now, which also means...
Like, you can't. I just don't think you can say toxic.
hard
It's,
to, like-
it's the
I'm
internet.
just gonna keep ignoring you.
Everyone can't be. Oh,
can
please and
you
thank.
shut the fuck up? 'Cause
Yeah.
he hasn't even set up the fucking point. You're just
Yeah.
talking over him.
You're literally
Like,
just talking out your ass, Tom.
Dude.
Right,
Yeah.
so trolls slash toxic people, which is like another reason why probably like it's hard to join the community because you ask a dumb question, you're pretty much a meme forever. Like that's just how it is. Like
That's definitely a case in my chat.
yeah,
Shut the fuck up, Pinkman.
ban that bitch.
Ban that bitch. And some people actually take that shit seriously. Like,
Yeah,
fucking, oh wow, he actually banned me. He's like super toxic when it's literally a fucking joke. And like,
well I mean this is
mostly
probably an interesting topic coming from us because we're probably like the most toxic people in the community.
Yeah,
Well,
but
I'd say it's a matter of perspective. I
Go-
mean,
go on, Tom.
like,
in my opinion, the toxicity in the community is what keeps it interesting for us.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
who the fuck's going? Like, I wouldn't be here if there wasn't. Every once in a while, you have
No,
someone
I
say
agree.
something retarded, and the whole of Twitter blows up.
Yeah, yeah. But
That's
to
Almost
grow,
like a solid example.
to grow a
that was such
community,
Like-
good example.
Let's
Like,
say
that's
when
not
all
what
the
you
fake
want.
Zoo stuff was happening,
but that's not even like toxicity
Or, like,
necessarily. Like,
I
that's,
think the best time in the community recently would have to be like October last year with the zombies discussion streams.
oh yeah, that was funny.
Mm.
That had to be the best like week
I
in the
mean,
community for us.
yeah.
Because there was
But-
content.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's actually pretty fucking good content. I
Yeah.
mean, really like toxic, but it's
That is.
actually pretty funny.
But it's
You know,
not
I
good
rack
to
him up
grow.
slaying wings
Like,
of
this
a
community isn't gonna get any more alive.
movie. Yeah.
Like,
Sadly.
with like, because you really can't, like, no one can join this community anymore.
No.
Oh, hey, Fleur,
Well, I mean-
what doors do
We
I
can-
keep shut on Derice? Ban that bitch.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of communities have fucking toxic people because like, oh, okay, like I'm
Every community
pretty
does.
toxic, or like,
Yeah.
I'm not even like that fucking toxic. I mean, there's fucking way more toxic people than me. Like, I'm not even that toxic. I'm not gonna fucking shit talk somebody like randomly or something.
You don't get someone's IP and threaten their family.
But
It's a classic.
like other fucking communities have toxic people. People act like, oh, it's only zombies. But some people like they're like, oh, this person is toxic or this person is toxic. Like they're not even that fucking toxic.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I was like talking shit to Mr. Camo, then Krups was like fucking defending him, and he was like, "Oh, you're so toxic." I'm like, he was literally talking shit on Firerim for no fucking reason. Of course, I'm gonna defend my boy Firerim. Are you kidding me? Like, how are you gonna be that fucking narrow-sighted and literally look past the fact that he was talking shit on Firerim?
Because they don't like us, that's why.
It's because they don't like us. Like, I feel like the toxicity is so exaggerated in the fucking community. So exaggerated. Like, oh, look, Baxy's so toxic. Like, he barely even talks shit to you.
It's just funny.
Barely even talks shit. I mean, sometimes he does, but, I mean, it doesn't even happen that much. And there's way more people that are not even toxic in the community. I mean, if you look in the fucking streams, there's like, I mean, the people that actually talk, like, fucking TTS is not toxic. Like, he will, like, if you ask a question, you know, he'll actually, like, fucking answer it, like, honestly. Like, the guy's a nice guy. Same with, like, what, Zomba. Like, the guy will, like, actually talk to you, like, normally. And the toxicity is so blown out of proportion. Like, it's not even that fucking toxic,
And,
personally.
like, those idiots don't even realise that they're part of the problem. Like, Dankas Amage.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Dankas Amage plays it up that, like, everyone's just copying, like, Reflex, talking shit, but, like, Dank just goes out of his way to actively annoy people and then cries when people talk shit to him.
Yeah, like, that's... like, that's really... Like, Dank, like, I don't know, like, a lot of people were saying, like,
Same thing with
Dank
Krups,
is actually
really.
pretty fucking toxic.
Krups.
I mean, Krups just, like... Krups just instigates things on himself.
He's an attention whore.
Yeah,
when
like,
it comes
Krups will
down
do,
to
like,
it.
a lot of
And
passive
attention,
aggressive
that's
things.
attention.
And then, like, a cry because everyone hates him. Even though
Well,
I
no,
feel like
because
it
it's just like
despises
he's
you.
so over-exaggeratory
Yeah.
about his fucking like, oh, I'm a fairy, ooh 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 ooh. Like,
No,
he
that's
has to put that all
And then
the
he
time.
gets memed, and then it's like, oh, you're bullying me. And I'm like, didn't you just fucking insult
Like, he's
me?
just
Like,
bringing
that
it
was
upon
like,
himself.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like baseline is okay. Like okay, people are gonna give you shit for like doing it, whatever. Like fine, you just deal with it. But the fact that you continue to bring it upon yourself, and the fact that you like are constantly begging for attention, like oh please call me a fairy, like it probably turns him on. Like at this rate, like for how much he just like asks for attention, just be like, oh I'm a fairy, like oh I'm a like he literally just
It's
like
just
he
like
can't go
talking
in
to
a
World
chat- he can't go in a chat without saying that. I don't understand.
Or mentioning he's like the only person to play World at War. He does that a lot too.
No,
Yeah, he's
but-
like, oh, when
no,
I play World at War, guys, I'm the best World at War player. I might be
I
the
feel
only
like
one,
we
but I'm the
need
best.
to separate the, we need to like make a like, because Tom said like the Figsu thing, that was toxicity. That's not even like toxicity. That's
No, it's
just
just
like
funny.
memes. It's like really surface level
Yeah.
like memes. Like when people like meme crops, like most people are just like, oh, you're a furry, like laughing at him. That's like so surface level. That's not toxic.
Yeah,
Like
you're
people
supposed to have
that
fun.
are like really fucking toxic are like fucking Tango fan when he comes into your stream and just goes like, I'm gonna fucking snap you in half, or you're a weeb, and just goes on and on and on about it. It's like, yeah, a lot of people don't like fucking Tango because it's like really fucking toxic.
Tango
That's
Fam
the
is
type
like
of
one of the
toxicity
best
that's
people
actually
in the
kind of
community.
bad.
But yeah, you do love to see it,
But
man.
I don't think this community is that even that fucking toxic. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, you called me slow." Really fucking toxic. It's just like, get a fucking grip. Like, get a fucking grip.
Some people aren't meant to be on the internet.
Yeah, that's true.
Huh?
Some people
Some
should.
people aren't meant to be on.
Some people should just actually be like thrown out to thrown on the streets for like 2
Thrown to
weeks, and then just like let them back in, and maybe they'll realize that being slow isn't like the biggest problem you have in life. Like being slow at a fucking video game. GG, bro.
Oh, he called me slow. That's like the saying the fucking N word. It's like that's not even toxicity. Like that's just you being a fucking pussy. Simple as that. So I feel like toxicity is blown out of proportion. Like people are like, oh, people don't join the community. Toxicity is one of the main reasons. Well, look at something like what, like I know like a lot of like one of the communities that gets a lot of shit for being toxic. Well, look at Smash. I mean, Smash is like, I mean, I don't play the game personally, but I know like a lot of people say like, oh, it's a really toxic community. The community's fucking huge. Like fucking their tournaments get so many fucking views. Toxicity is not the reason why people are not joining the community. It's just being blown out of proportion, and it's not really like that. Like you can talk to most people without like getting memed or like actually being fucking made fun of. Like it's so blown out of proportion, and personally, I don't even think it's the reason why people are not even joining the community. Like, well, seeing like all these Fixu memes, that's like the community really just coming together and meeting people.
Yeah.
Like, that's happened in so many different communities. That's not like it's exclusive to zombies. Like, I've been in different communities before. I know this. Like, a lot of these people have like been in like 2 different fucking communities. Like, oh wow, this is really fucking toxic and unbearable. It's like, just join a different fucking community. It's the same everywhere.
Like,
It's
you're not
just
forced
that
to play this
there's
game.
way
Like
less
you don't
players.
have to like fucking
People think that
interact with
playing
people. You don't
zombies
have
is
to
like their
stream.
job.
Not every
Like I'm
community,
just playing this for fun. Then why are you streaming?
not every
Why-
community
why
is
are you
Barbie and the
caring?
magic of Pegasus. Like
Huh?
not
Sorry.
every community is Barbie and the magic of Pegasus. It's just
What did he say?
it doesn't matter. Every single community has some type of
They have
like-
their bad apples.
yeah, like
I'm pretty
not-
sure this
like-
community is Barbie and the magic of the Pegasus.
Here we go, wait. The ones that make a big issue of a slightly toxic comment are normally the ones that can't take criticism, whether it's just constructive or not exactly.
How do you feel that you're at the top of the Barbie and the magic of Pegasus?
Yeah, sure.
How do you feel like you're the only one in Barbie and the magic?
Now there's 3 people streaming.
Oh, there is.
GG, bro.
This is a new BL1 section.
Anyway, so trolls and toxic people kind of ties into our next topic, which is there's been a community relationship recently,
Oh Jesus Christ!
and this has created a lot of toxic backlash from definitely Tom. Because if you listen to the last one, you know how Tom feels about people.
Like, you
who
there's no way you're a normal human if you go to another country and smooch a tranny.
Alright, well,
Yeah.
cheers for that, Tom. Anyway, so popular and idolized the race speedrunner, Lou Detail, is now being shagging a tranny. So, has anyone got any opinions on that?
I don't really
I mean,
care.
Go ahead, Tom. Go ahead,
none
Tom.
of us really like. I personally, I mean, I would like to hope none of us actually give a shit what Luda does with his life. It's just fun to take the piss out of it. I mean,
Well, I feel like Tom takes it way. I mean, in terms of me and Bagsy, like we don't even take it that far. You take it so
I
far.
like taking the
Oh,
piss
they're
out of
not
it.
human. They're not human. Like no shit that it's people actually taking it fucking seriously and think that
Yeah.
you're a toxic piece of shit. Like oh, they're not human and shit. Like oh wow. Who would actually shag a trans person? Like ew. Like people actually think you're being fucking serious. So of course people are gonna.
Well, I mean,
think
he
that
is
you're a
being
toxic piece of
serious.
shit.
I mean, I don't really give a shit what someone says about me.
Well, I mean,
I don't know because I feel like you.
Tom
are
literally,
being
Tom, you
serious.
literally bounce around these subjects because
Exactly.
like
it's
what?
So
Because you
can't even
literally told me,
identify.
you told me last night that if your kid would like had sex with a transgender, you beat the shit out of him.
I didn't
So-
say that.
You did.
I didn't.
You
I said I
did.
would. I said I would be happy with it.
See,
Not gonna
so
be
it
prison,
doesn't matter
that's
to you then.
Kind of called prison.
So you don't like it.
Well, no, like I've nothing against gay people, but I mean, I think I would
Alright, so
actually
where does gay go? Where does that?
Where did
What does
gay
that have
people-
anything to
because,
do with anything?
because gay people are still part of the LGBTQ plus
But we're
community.
not talking about that. We're talking about transgenders.
Yeah, but they are part of the LGBT.
But we're not talking about that. We're
Okay,
talking about
cool.
transgenders.
Yeah, I wouldn't be happy about it.
Why is that?
Well, just I personally think it's weird.
Fair enough.
Like, how I turned up BBC Breakfast one morning before college.
You
The
bastard.
the first man to be pregnant. Excuse me, what?
Oh,
Like,
you just can't make it up with Tom, can you?
like
Oh,
it's just.
fuck me.
Oh, God forbid a transgender person being pregnant.
That's not a man. It's a woman because men can't have children. Like,
Which one is it then?
It's just a fact.
I mean, why do you care what they fucking identify as? Like, it literally does not affect you. If they want to be a fucking woman and identify as
Highlight of
it may
Tom's
be
day.
wrong, but I do not give a shit if they want to. I mean, if you want to. If your fucking 7-year-old son's like, oh, I'm a fucking dinosaur. No, fucking kill him, dude. He's not a dinosaur. He's not a dinosaur. Just let him have his fun.
Yeah, that's why I say
Chill.
I don't give a shit if it doesn't affect
But you
me.
do, because you jump around this so fucking
Yeah,
much.
you do. You do. You're like, I don't care
and
what someone does with his
so-
life, but I fucking hate transgenders. Like, come on, Tom. You got to have a middle ground.
Nobody even knows if you're being serious or not because you jump around this so
It's like-
fucking much.
Like, if I was to be completely honest, I would be happy with it if, like, I don't know, my son or daughter tried to change gender. I would be happy with it, but that's just personal opinion. Like, if
Well, I
someone doesn't affect
mean-
me, I mean, if they're gay, I wouldn't care. Like, nothing wrong, like, nothing wrong with that. But just something. I mean, I'm just being honest. There's no point in not. There's no point in me just lying and saying I would.
Hi, Bagsy, but
I've actually banned Darrison that time.
That don't.
I don't know.
So, what conclusion did we come to there?
I don't know.
I
I've nothing else to do in the
feel
community,
like
so
we
I
should get
just.
off this topic because
Okay.
what it comes down to is fucking Tom hating trans people.
Alright, yeah. So, this is going to be a new segment in the podcast,
Oh, for fuck's
which is
sake.
called Tom versus the World.
Why?
And why? Because you agreed to it.
I
And
didn't.
You did. And this week
You're
we're gonna-
forcing me to do this.
I'm not
like
forcing you
rape.
to do it. You literally said it was a good idea last night. So shut your
It's
fucking
like
mouth.
it's like rape without
Shut
consent.
up! Right, so this week we're doing climate change. So go on, Tom, solve climate change for us.
I don't know.
What do you mean? You said you did research, you fucking mug.
You think I gotta research anything for
I
anything?
mean, you made an animation of pollution, so I assume you
Yeah,
know
because
something.
it was for college.
Yeah, why did the car explode, by the way?
Oh no, the car. It was. There were too many
The
fumes.
emissions
and it's-
were really
Yeah,
high.
yeah.
and
The
covered
the
those.
fumes were filling our atmosphere, which is bad for the world.
And why is the car see-through and red?
Oh, because I couldn't be bothered coloring it in.
Alright, so do you not have a solution to global warming?
Don't do stuff that causes it.
Like what?
Cars.
Don't do cars.
Don't do cars. You know, I heard there was a guy that actually like does cars.
Yeah, the dude on
I think
TLC
his name was Dan
fucking car.
Casamage.
No, that's dogs, not cars.
What the fuck? What? Oh my god, the RNG in this fucking game is so much.
Excuse me, we're supposed to be professional. Please stop raising your voice.
Holy shit.
Please stop baby raging.
Average.
Everyone banned him, what an idiot.
Normal people. Excuse me, Mr. Darrison, Wings of Oblivion,
Mr. Darrison.
Rebel Foreskin. This podcast is going up on the official 97% optimized YouTube channel. So this is actually just us recording it. But we like people who want to watch the raw footage, come watch it here on twitch.tv/Joasu.
Cheers for that, Tom.
You're welcome.
Right, so that was great.
Okay,
Well,
take that off.
this is Tom's. This is definitely Tom's favourite part of the podcast.
What?
We've got Nick Sari world record history
Oh,
videos being invalid? Question mark.
Yes,
Right, go ahead, Tom.
because he clearly wasn't in the right mental state when making these videos.
And why is that?
Well, because he wanted to chop his knob off. Thought he was normal.
Oh, okay. I actually want to
Yeah.
have a serious conversation, not none of this
Oh,
dumb
serious.
bullshit. But fuck, that's some of the worst shit I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it's like, I mean, this is like the main problem I had with like, you know, like the staff team. It's kind of like the same thing. Is that Nick Sauer knows like
He doesn't
fucking
know
nothing
anything.
about high
Yeah.
rounds.
Mhm.
And a lot of the well, there's multiple problems I have. The first thing is there's some misinformation.
Mm.
That's kind of a small thing, but the main thing is that um, he doesn't really like go through like what the world records did, like specifically like show on screen or really like.
Yeah.
I mean, if you watch like there's like other world record history people on like other games, they really go into depth and like what they did, you know, how optimally they played and shit like that. And like all the new shit that they did in their game, like oh, how did they improve? Like you really get like a really good insight to how the world record is actually pushed up, like all the optimizations. Nick Sauer's one was like, oh look, he ran KJ, and like there's a lot of like differences to do with KJ that people did.
Nick Sorry uses CR as his fucking thing for fuck's
And then
sake.
he talked about he just talked about like I don't know, like I can't think about it off the top of my head, but some of the shit he said in that fucking video was just incorrect or just
Like when
barely
he said
touched upon.
Spirit Run Triple D.
Yeah, when he said Spirit Round Triple Dip, that was misinformation. When he said KJ was the fastest strat, like just misinformation all over the place. Like what the fuck? Like I would rather have somebody from the community actually just make a video like that.
Tom, you said you were very excited about this topic.
I'm tired.
Why is that?
I don't know.
I feel like Tom is such a shit podcast host because like the shit he
Yeah.
just
Well,
says.
Tom's
is,
just
like,
a
actually
retard, but that's
funny.
great.
Well, you said you wanted me here, so
I do.
I'm here. Yeah. Well,
But I think the world record videos are bad. I mean, just misinformation. He barely touches upon like what actually happened in the world record game, optimizations on the map, how to improve on the world record. There's so many things that you could do to increase the depth of the world the world record history and actually give an understanding of the actual map. Because if you watch the Darius world record history video, you basically know nothing about the map.
The guy wasn't even
From,
sure
like,
himself.
started
Like, he was
video.
making guesses about like people's games.
oh, like I guess this was the world record at this time, but I don't know.
Yeah,
But it could be.
and it's like you're making a world record history video. Like you're meant to know everything.
He doesn't know like all the tech for all the maps. Like
Yeah.
he just
Doesn't even know
really
his
doesn't.
gender.
He's like oh, but he just doesn't understand anything about the game, and it just makes the quality of the product really bad. I personally would actually like remake these fucking videos, like my fucking self. Like I would remake the Darius one because, dude, I could have way more insight and no fucking gameplay. Like, come on, no
Holding a
fucking
zombie
gameplay.
on 29, by the way.
Like you can ask people for gameplay and record it yourself.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? Gameplay, no gameplay is not an excuse. It's obviously got low production value. That the fact that he's like too lazy to get onto the game and actually like show us what's even going on. I mean, you can if you put enough work into it, you can recreate their fucking games.
I mean, you can literally just do it with a patch and Zolve.
But he's not gonna know what any of those things are. That's the other thing.
Yeah. He probably
But
doesn't.
he
know
talks
what-
to he talks to everyone who has the record, so he should know like a few things.
Yeah, but he only understands the record on such a surface level. And like I can like because there's other YouTubers that do like world record history for like other games and shit. Like when you watch these videos, you actually gain an understanding of how the world record progressed. He talks about like specific things being found out and like when they've been found out. So you really have like a really good grasp on like how the world record is getting pushed up, who the people were finding the strategies, what exactly changed within the strategy. You kind of have a grasp on what the strategy is. Like he explains KJ, doesn't even like show it. Doesn't show
Yeah.
any gameplay of KJ. When it's so easy to get any gameplay, you have these world record people. You can just ask them for gameplay. You don't show any gameplay. Triple dip. He explained it pretty well, but he didn't even show anyone running it. He didn't show like the nuances of like triple dip. Like there's quite a bit of nuances to triple dip, like how difficult it is and like the points. He didn't talk about any of that because he just doesn't understand. I mean, that's the big problem with triple dip, not because it was really hard, but because just maintaining points with it was really difficult. He didn't talk about when people were running Thompson Power. That was a point in time in the Darius history where people were running Thompson Power. There was so many strats that people were trying to make viable, and he doesn't go through the history of any of it. It was a bit low effort. He focused on the oldest world records and shit. I mean, I feel like there was barely any focus. He didn't show the gameplay. Like, in terms of Darius, it doesn't even encapsulate the world record history, like, that well, in my opinion. Like, the world record history is actually, like, pretty fucking bad the way he fucking did it. Because, I mean, you get nothing about Thompson Power in the video. You get nothing about trade strat. So even in the history, like, trade strat is such a big part. Like, even though nobody was getting world records with it, it's like, oh, how can the world record be beaten? By fucking trade strat. Like, when I see these other, like, world record videos, world record history videos, they'll be like, okay, so how are you going to progress the world record? Well, you can do... fucking this and that. Oh, there's a new strat in the fucking making and shit. He doesn't go for any of that. He just states, "Oh, KJ's the fastest strat." It's like, that's not fucking true.
In my opinion, Wings should have like all that shit up on like there should be someone doing like all about the strats and about the history of every map and have it on like
ZWRs
the
are
side.
forums, isn't it?
Like let's just say this. Here's an example. I started trying to speedrun GTA. As soon as you join the community, you join a Discord. There's literally all the information you need about everything.
Yeah, the resources.
Like literally like a 10-hour speedrun. It tells you every small thing. There's so many different videos explain how to do every single small thing. Like the community should have that.
Yeah, there's nothing like that in the community.
You don't know what to do when you start.
And that actually goes to the topic we were talking about before, and why the community is on fucking life support. Is that when you join the game, it's really hard to get into it because nobody even knows what to do. Like, no one knows the strat, no one has any of the stats on like the SPH or how to get the record. I mean, there's only one, which was Zob's, you know, how to make Oxycar, that fucking bullshit. But it actually goes through like all the subtle nuances on like the map and all the shit, and like really how to like destroy the fucking world record. The thing is, this is not even like, no one's really able to access it easily unless they fucking know about it. So no one's gonna be fucking making Oxy cry, whatever the fuck that means, because they don't even have access to this fucking shit.
Every map,
like Discord. I mean, the ZWR Discord doesn't have anything to do with this shit.
Everyone's banned in it.
Yeah, that's true.
But like even you for Darius, you have a spreadsheet explaining all the strats. Like even like doing different strats. Every map should have that, and it should have explain what to do. Like,
I actually have a fucking strats fucking spreadsheet, but I've not. I mean, it's pretty like on the down low. Like not that many people know about it. It's not something that you could access easily. And yeah, like
I thought Gachi was gonna do that on his site. I thought Gachi was gonna do a strats page for his site.
He should get all the world record holders and all the people that actually know like a lot about the map and talk about just the fucking map and like how to beat it, because nobody fucking knows any of this shit. This is like shit on the fucking down low. It's such a high barrier of entry to even join the community and play the game, because if you like know nothing and it's like, oh wow, I'm playing so slow, or oh wow, I'm like dying a lot, am I even running the strat right? And it's like, it's so hard to know if you're running the strat right, and there's like, you probably can't even communicate with the world record holder. Like, it would probably be hard to get into hold of Slayer if you don't have his Discord or anything like that. It's pretty hard to just get into the community and just start playing at a high level. Like when I never really used to play because I didn't even know how to play, and actually for a while, like I was running trade strat pretty fucking dog shit. Like my first 100 was almost like a 740 with fucking trade strat, and no idea what I was doing. So it actually took me like quite a fucking while just to even play at a high level.
Wait, let me interrupt you. Wing says this community tears itself apart. I kind of disagree. I think part of it is like your reputation in the community. Like I think Wings' reputation in the community is part of the reason. Like
whoa, slow down, slow down. I mean, Wings is just fucking trolling, but
yeah,
I mean,
but that's the fun part.
Whoa, stop.
Whoa.
But Wings is part of the
There's
fun
multiple
as well.
reasons. yeah, Wings is fucking destroying the fucking community. I mean, if you look at the website, it's kind of the face of the community. I mean, I already touched on this, but I'm just
Yeah, we
repeating
already talked about this.
But Wings makes it
Um,
interesting too. Like when you've got like.
Fuck up. Holy shit. Wings is like destroying the community because the face of the community is the website. He owns the website. All these, you know, like YouTubers that actually have like that are able to give exposure to the community. I mean, Wings, they hate Wings so fucking much that they don't want anything to do with the website, and they won't even like talk about the website. All the high round players don't even fucking like the website. I don't like the website. I think it's fucking awful.
Gosh should make a website.
Gosh has made a website.
Yeah, but he should put leaderboards on it. There you go.
But Wings and ZWR have such a bad press that it's kind of stopping people from even joining the community because nobody wants anything to do with the website. Because
disagree.
Wings owns it, or you know who's part of it. Like you know, there's not really any high round players that are part of the website. You know, like who that actually knows BL1 really well is part of the staff team. Fucking nobody. Wings making decisions on his own based on what he thinks is right.
ZR Dictator.
It's also ZR Dictator emo, but he's fucking just pushing out the high round community, and he's pushing out the casuals and like all the zombie YouTubers. So I mean that's part of the reason why ZWR is killing it. Reputation has nothing to do with it. Of course it has something to do with it. Why would anyone want to promote your website because you are part of it when everyone knows that you're a piece of shit?
There's so much wrong with this last message and shit, but hey.
Of course, reputation. Who wants to be a part of a community, or who wants to promote your community because you're a part of it? Nobody wants to fucking promote the community.
How to be Wings.
Or be a part of your community because you're just such a piece of shit. Look at fucking TTS. How can one push out high rounders? Well, I mean, I already explained it. You're pushing out the high rounders because none of the high rounders wants to be a part of your website. Do they? I mean, look at the rules on your website. You allow 0 corpses. That's something as a BL1 community we've decided that that's not something that we want in our high round games. We don't consider that legit. Yet you yourself considers that legit. There's a clear disconnect, and therefore nobody from the BL1 community really cares about your website. And look at the staff team on your website. They're mostly like EE players and fucking challenge players. So what it comes down to is that, oh, you've got fucking people like Exo Berlin that know nothing about BL1 commenting on like my 246 game, like, oh, look, he's fucking modded. He didn't even know who I was. That's a fucking issue. Like, he knows nothing about the community.
It was definitely interesting how you weren't taking any ray gun damage.
Yeah. And the way you're pushing out casuals is that, I mean, if there's like, a lot of people know that you're a piece of shit, or when they join the community, they know you're a piece of shit, or they may hear stuff about you. And ZWR is kind of like the main representing force of the community. If they hear that you're a piece of shit, then why would they want to be a part of the community when they know you're a piece of shit? Where there's this guy that doxes people. I mean, you were bragging about doxing Insane Operative. You're calling one of the ZWC's guys' wife a slag. I mean, who the fuck wants to be a part of a community where one of the figureheads of the community is saying shit like that? Nobody. That's how you're pushing out casuals and high rounders out at the same time. Backed up with facts and knowledge.
Facts and knowledge.
Thanks for listening to the 97% Optimized podcast. Hashtag dank SMH fucks dogs.
Hashtag Wings is a Mexican.
Yeah.
Alright, GG bro.
GG bro.
GG, bro.